I think for lots of people, January is a pretty rubbish month. Like, I don't think many people have January as their favourite month of the year. So how fitting that the first Grand Prix of next year will be apocalypse based, just to get us into that end of world spirit. Yay. So the first Grand Prix of next year we are expecting to be called Rusland, and Beta M has data mined the files from the latest update of CTR, so we have a little bit of information about the game. Today we're going to talk about the character situation for this Grand Prix, and kind of lack of characters. What does all this mean? So if you want to see more Crash Team Racing videos, Crash and Spyro content, feel free to hit the like button on this video and subscribe. Let's talk about a weird character. So from the game files, we are only expecting one big character really. Well, one character with a name, Megamix. Now Megamix is a character I wasn't really too familiar with before I made this video and researched it all. So yeah, who is Megamix? So Megamix is the result of an accidental fusion between Dr. Neo Cortex, Engine, Tiny Tiger and Dingodile in Crash Bandicoot The Huge Adventure. Don't know why I did it like that. Megamix was also playable in Crash Bandicoot Entranced in the multiplayer minigames, so although this character isn't really familiar for lots of us, he has made appearances in Crash Bandicoot games before. If you want more information on this, by the way, go to the Bandipedia page. I'll leave a link down in the description. That's pretty much where I got my information from. So what do I think of this character? Well, I'll try and get a picture of him on the screen, but basically, for an apocalypse-themed Grand Prix, I think Megamix is a pretty fitting addition. He's a pretty intriguing character, he looks pretty messed up, the way he got created is pretty messed up, so you know, apocalypse, pretty messed up things, it's quite a nice fit. I'll also say that as you can see now, as we're getting further into the Grand Prix and the mainstream characters, there's less and less to choose from. We're starting to get more sort of fringe characters from the series, so I'd expect stuff like this to continue for the next few months and the next Grand Prix. Now, although Megamix is the only character that's really named in the game files for this Grand Prix, there has also been some low-key flirting going on by Beanox with a certain driver called Driver Who Am I, found in the game files. The mystery of this. What we do know about Driver Who Am I is that currently they're not attached to any Grand Prix. There is no guarantee they will or will not come in January. I personally don't think they will. Like, I see this as Beanox know the data mine's going on, they know that creators like myself are creating videos on the data mine, building the hype, and this for me is just a play to build some more hype. I don't think the Driver Who Am I thing is gonna get cleared up in the January Grand Prix. I think this is something that will go on for a number of months, to build mystery, to build enthusiasm, and then who knows who they'll reveal. It might be like a new character from the new game or something, but we just don't know yet. Or it could be someone really rubbish and then we'll all be disappointed. Hopefully it won't be that. So this is kind of weird because usually we talk about 3 to 5 characters, but there's only really one we're expecting now to come to the next Grand Prix, which is Megamix. So why is this? Why are we getting less information at this point? Why are Beanox putting less things in the game files? Well, I've got a few theories. So, theory number 1. They are running out of good characters to add, so instead of getting sort of 3, 4, 5 characters in each Grand Prix, we now might be looking at 1 or 2 in each Grand Prix. It's just a theory. Theory number 2. There are more characters actually in the game and coming in this Grand Prix, but they want to keep them hidden as a bigger surprise. Like we can see with the Driver Who Am I thing. They know we're watching these data mines, they know we're getting the information, and maybe they just want to surprise us a bit more. I'm not sure on that though, because knowing what characters are in the game actually helps to build the hype for the next Grand Prix, so I think usually it's in their interest that stuff like this is made. And theory number 3, this is a one-off. We're only getting a single character in the next Grand Prix, and after that things will return to normal. Like in future Grand Prix, we'll go back to getting 3 or 5 characters. Now what makes me think this idea is kind of credible and is almost likely is that many of us think a second Spyro Grand Prix could happen, well, I'm not going to say probably will happen, but hopefully will happen. Can you imagine them just adding 1 or 2 characters in that? Like, there are so many to go at. It would make sense if there was another Spyro Grand Prix, for example, or even if they did like a Twinsanity Grand Prix, that they added at least 3 new characters, so I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully it's not just kind of 1 character per Grand Prix from now on. Now, if I was to say which of these theories I sort of agree with, I don't know. I think it's sort of a mixture of all 3. Now, it would definitely be cool to have some surprises, but I'm not convinced that's what's going on here. I think there's a real chance that the next Grand Prix will just have Megamix in it, but I don't think this is going to become the norm. I think in the future, maybe they'll cut it back to just 2 characters per Grand Prix, but I think I just cannot see every Grand Prix for the remainder of the 6 months or however long this is going to go on for, just having 1 character. I think at the least we'll be getting 2 for most Grand Prix, and I'd expect sort of 3 and 4 again, when we get into some of the ones which maybe have more content to go at. So that's my thoughts on the upcoming characters for the next Grand Prix in January, which I don't want to come around because I hate January, it's such a crap month. Unless your birthday's in there, I mean, I'm sure it's great in that case. What do you want to happen though? What do you think will happen character-wise for this next Grand Prix? Feel free to let me know down in the comments. Also, go over to Twitters? Scramble! Also, go and follow us over on Twitter. Ask me anything gaming related or anything else. What's my favourite colour? Stuff like that. I don't care. Just feel free to go and give us a follow over there. And also, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Next Wednesday, I'm going to do something probably more lighthearted. Probably because it's Christmas Day, as I'm sure you're aware, so yeah. I will release another video this weekend though, Crash or Spyro related, so do feel free to stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video soon.